your boy DJ Gemini, Flipside TV, episode 3 with my good friend, my homie.
What's up, bro?
For I don't know how long.
It's been a minute.
Watch yourself, though.
Hey,
Oh no, I saw it. Keep going.
Keep going.
Just keep it rolling.
Hey.
We just keep it rolling. Yeah. We just catching the essence. Demont, Peekaso, as you can see, we in the hallway. One of the hallways of the legendary Howard Theater.
Stories, Howard Theater.
Yo, now I'm standing right now. I see.
Who you see?
Mr. Brown.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Beverly.
Yeah, you know I don't know anybody tour more than Frankie, man. I do.
You know,
every day.
Yeah, when I on the way in here, man, I saw 1910. This place. So I mean, just in general, man, like for you to have some paintings up in such a legendary venue, I mean, what's the feeling every time you put a joint, you know, on the wall, you know?
Man, honestly, it's just a humble experience, man. That's pretty much how I'm pretty much just blessed, you know, to be in a building where the greats have been here. You know, I'm talking about like the Temptations, Marvin Gaye, you know, James Brown, you know, this is, you know, I don't want to say it's like the Apollo. They identical.
It's our Apollo.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
This is our Apollo.
Yeah, it's identical for the purpose that they serve. But, you know, it's just, I guess, you know, honestly, it didn't really, I know it's happening, but I don't think it really hit me till later on. Because I'm so much like, I'm just trying to get the work done. Like, I got a lot of space to cover. I'm going to be doing stuff on the ceiling. You know, I'm going to fill up the staircase.
This is crazy. When did you first put the pen? Like, do you even remember, like, when you first? I mean, I know as a kid, like, we all just draw and just, you know,
I thought it was back to like 6th grade because I remember in elementary, I used to draw people's names on the trap for like on the paper, give it to them. They put inside the trapper keeper. You know, that's telling my age right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was that dude. You know, I thought it went back to that far, but then my mom told me, she said, "Nah, you been like drawing before then." I remember one time I was in the car. And I think I was like 5 or 6. You said I was in the background. I was in the back seat, whatever, drawing. So I guess it goes back to as far as she can remember, which is like I was like 5 or 6 years old, you know, and just it just stuck with me. It's been inside me. It's in my family too. So
everybody pretty much.
Yeah, I'm the only one that took it, you know, as a career. But you know, my mom, she drew. I heard my grandmother was an artist, you know, to some degree. So my sister, my cousin. So yeah.
That's dope. If you're pretty much in the DMV, I mean, you know, it's pretty much almost impossible to not kind of have ran into you, you know, or follow you like on your Instagram. And it's crazy. Like I was looking at your Instagram today, and I was gonna ask you who did you want to draw, but now I have to rephrase that question to who have you not did a painting of, like that you may want to, you know, do one of, or who hasn't inspired you yet to? Because I can't think of one, at least urban, you know, on the urban, and I can't think of anybody. Who haven't you done yet? Is there anybody, or you gotta really
you know,
make that one over?
I ain't gonna lie, I have my fair share of doing, being blessed to present my pieces and do pieces for a lot of living legends, icons. Even my friends that's, you know, living legends. You know, I've been blessed to do a lot of different things. I would say a person, I like shooting for like beyond, you know what I mean? So I want to do something. I really want to get into a different realm. Like I want to do something like Sean Connery, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like Madonna, you know, just get into a whole nother market, a whole nother bracket. Like, it's still a lot more to do, but I think I have my fair share of hating a lot of these people more than once. Like, you know, my brother Anthony Hamilton, I've been knowing him for like 10 years, big supporter of who I am, you know, and there's a lot of people like that in the industry that I actually built relationships with through my art and became family, you know, like the MC Lights, you know. I shouldn't even start naming people because, you know, they all my family. Yeah, Chris and Michelle, you know, and of course, you know, Raheem, that's my brother too. Yeah. You know, even my brother DJ Lil Mike, you know, that's our somewhere right there, you know. Yeah.
I saw you did a few mixtape covers, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, so I know.
Man. Thank you, man.
Y'all did the mixtape covers and all of that.
But answer your question too, though, I would say, sorry, I just want to, like the Sean Connery, I just want to outside the box, you know what I mean? It's like somewhere where it's like unexpected, like, yo, Demont did a picture for Saw. I need that wow factor, because I feel like I did somewhat a little bit, I want to do more. You know what I mean? I want to kind of outdo myself. So every move that I make is history.
Right.
Now I'm looking at that. I'm looking at my last move as my competition.
There you go.
So the competition is in the mirror. You know what I mean? I see a lot of artists around the world, around the city, and I'm inspired by it. You know, whether they young, older. You know what I mean? Whether they studying me or vice versa, whatever. And I'm inspired by all my peers.
Yeah,
but I just want to. I'm just in competition with myself as far as like advancing myself. I gotta look at myself and see what I've done wrong or what I could do different, you know what I mean, in the future. So, yeah.
I see you all around, man. I run into you out of town, and I run into you at a lot of concerts, a lot of concert venues, and normally when I see you, you kind of doing the paint thing. Now, I see you during the concert, and after the concert, some way, somehow, you end up backstage, whether it's Kanye West, Jay-Z. How do you, I don't even know if you could tell me on the camera, but how do you end up some way, somehow? Like, I seen you at the Kanye show. Now, that wasn't at Howard Theater. That was at Verizon Center.
Yeah, that was,
so it's a little bit of a different look over Verizon Center, you know what I mean? Like, so how do you finagle your way some kind of way? You always end up getting that picture, that painting to that artist some way, somehow.
I think what happens ultimately is like the answer to everything. It's just the path that God put me on. So it's already laid out. That's for all of us. You know what I mean? It makes it like it's like something crazy, but I guess anything that you actually put your heart into and you really believe, and you know what I mean, you know your passion. I think you're laying a foundation. Like you're laying a foundation for years to come and moves. At this point right now, I've been doing it for so long, and I made a lot of friends and family with it that everybody is doing it with me.
Right.
Like, if you was doing an interview with so-and-so, at some point it's gonna click, like, damn, I wanna know if Demont painted this person. You wanna hit me up, yo, Demont, yo, just let you know. See, like, people be telling me about certain events, or I hear about it. That particular situation came from Raheem. His cousin is Tony Williams. So he went sings for Kanye.
Makes sense.
But the flip side is Tony Williams is Kanye's cousin. So that means all three of them are related. Raheem's related to Kanye to some degree. So that particular situation, I did a piece of his mom, Kim, and his baby. Put it on the picture, and I like to put real personal stuff on it. You know what I mean? That's something that they probably haven't received yet. It's easy to do a picture of him and bang it out, but I just want to do something that's gonna kind of be like more like where they like, hey, he really took the time to really like research my family. So a lot of times my art do make way for me, you know, and then people, certain vehicles that I'm in help me get it to that place. So whether it's the Howard Theater or Verizon, you know what I mean? Like, it's just all a blessing to me, and I'm humbled by it, and I don't take it for granted. However I get back there, I might get back there because I know the janitor, and I'm cool with him. I say, you know what I mean? Like, I love everybody. As far as like, I look at everybody at the same level. So that's another key, I guess. You know, just treating people with respect, no matter what level they on. Because you never know who could do what for whoever. You know what I mean? So
know you talking
you never know. So you know that it's just it's just a path. You know what I mean?
You get this question all the time, so I'm gonna ask it again. What is your favorite piece, if you have a favorite piece? What is your favorite piece? I mean, I know it's probably in the thousands now. You know, what's your favorite piece that you've done, you know, thus far?
Dang, yeah, I got a lot. I can't really say a favorite, but
maybe if you had to do maybe a top.
A top? Well, one of the top that has a nice story to it, twist, is a piece called "Cut from a Different Cloth." Now, Michelle White, she gave me this idea, right? And you know, Michelle, she's in charge of a lot of things, definitely for us, you know, especially with the Raheem camp, you know, orchestrating all the moves and stuff, like the flight, just everything. But anyway, she gave me an idea when we was putting together my art show. She was like, yo, you should call Rockaway since you got a relationship with them and see if they can send you some fabric and just incorporate that into a piece. I said, you know what? That'd be dope. So what I did was I called Michelle Carter, which is Jay's older sister, and I'm like, Michelle, what's up? You know, I'm doing an art show. Can you send me some fabric, whatever? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. So make a long story short, she FedExed me a box of like different pieces of fabric from the Rockaway, you know, showroom. So I took the fabric and I made Jay Reasonably Doubt album cover. So his whole image is made out of acrylic paint, and then the fabric that his sister sent me, And then I got a real cigar on there too. Wow. You know what I mean? Wow. So that was real personal. I feel like it really came from the Carter family with that. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite pieces. I got you know, definitely the Kanye piece is a favorite too, because for what it represents. You know what I mean? It's like I got three generations on it. I got his newborn, I got his partner, his wife, and then I got his mom who passed away. So I really felt like that was a piece that is kind of priceless to him. You know what I mean? I know you could buy anything in the world, but I think that's one of the pieces where he won't let no rain get on it. You know what I mean? I think so. I might be wrong. You know what I mean? But
understood.
But yeah, it's kind of. I got a few out there that I'm actually close to. You know, as far as pieces, but I'm always trying to take it to the next level. So every other piece that I did before, it's history. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how can I do the new, better J piece. You know what I mean? Like what piece? I be thinking about like what piece is gonna make me the Basquiat, the Andy Warhol of my time. Like what pieces that I've done already? You know what I mean? Is it Raheem's first album cover, The Love Experience? I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's just it was a cool one. Yeah, shout out to Daniel Hastings too, man. He did the graphics for it. You know, and had the vision as far as put my paint on it. So
with your grind, and once again I see you everywhere. I know your father. We're both fathers, and how do you juggle fatherhood? I mean, we right now at Howard Theater Sunday night, on you know at 9 o'clock. How do you juggle with your fatherhood with the grind as well? You know, how do you make both work? You know, simultaneously. You know, at the same time.
Well,
especially with a girl.
With a girl, yeah. Especially with a girl. I got a little pretty, beautiful princess daughter. You know, it's something I gotta do. You know what I mean? I really have no choice. Like I'm not a 9-to-5 dude, so I have to be out here in these streets, inside these clubs, these venues, and just make it happen. Like you know, my daughter, she a soldier. You know, I've been raising her on my own with the help of my mom and my step pops. You know, they've been real instrumental in that for me. So it's a little different. You know what I mean? Like raising a baby girl. You know, single kinda, but I'm able to do it because of my family. You know what I mean? Like my mom, my step pops, like they make it where I can travel. I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? My daughter, she's in good hands. You know what I mean? So it's just a mission that I feel like I'm on. I feel like it's a bigger purpose. I feel like it's all for a purpose, so that's what keeps me motivated. I feel like it's for a future. I feel like it's for my future. I feel like it's for people that don't even know future that I'm able to help. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be the male version of Oprah Winfrey. I know, you know, I don't know what level it's gonna get to, whatever, but my intentions are helping somebody that's less unfortunate. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah. We gotta stop right here.
We gotta stop here, but this is where it started. Actually, this is the first image that I put on this wall in this building. I had to. You know, that's the Godfather right there. You know, I would say that, you know, living or you know, just in this area, man, it's definitely it was a pleasure. It still is a pleasure to have been performing and notice this icon, right? This DC's icon. Well, it's a world, like he's a worldly icon. Right. You know what I mean? But it's, you know, it's homegrown. So, and I also real cool with his family. You know, his daughter, his sons. You know, so I had to put Uncle Chuck on there. You know.
And while we here.
Oh, Shaka? Oh, yeah.
Shaka in a minute, but we still in DC for a second.
Absolutely.
Right here, and this is kind of like
this is a real t-shirt, a white t-shirt that I took off, cut up, and put it on here. You know what I mean? That was just something to add a little touch to it. So we got, you know, Little Benny,
Little Benny right here.
We got Miss Shaka Khan.
Miss Shaka Khan.
Sometimes you gotta look up. And then you might see one of the Marley guys, you know, Ziggy.
There you go.
Come down here.
What we got over here?
Oh, we got the beautiful Chrisette Michelle. Okay. That's my homegirl. James Brown. Godfather. We got Frankie Beverly. We got his signature right here. We got Alexander O'Neal from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
And then she a fake, you a fake. Got that. Temptations. I ain't finished this one yet. You know, we got the Ruffin guy. You know, the legend. I'm gonna go in on this right here. Fabulous snuck down here actually because you know I'm like this is my era right here, and I feel like Fabulous is he's been real consistent in what it is that he's put out, so I had to put him on the wall.
Definitely.
This wall is really designed for a different genre, but he made the cut because he was early in the game. So when you come down here, you see the James Brown, like, oh, shoot, Fab. Shout out to Fab. You know, I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Layla Hathaway. Real cool, beautiful spirit, and her pops. You know, I put them two together, Mr. Donnie. Freddie Jackson, you know what I mean? Yo, my lady, he signed it. Brother Anthony Hamilton, if you look close, you can see the texture. You know, like I said, I've been knowing this guy for about 10, 11 years, man. Great guy. Just met this brother right here, Mr. Will Downey. He donated an earring.
He was telling me about that.
Yeah, out of his ear. Like, yeah, here you go, put that in.
That's ill, man.
That's on the wall.
That's ill, man. Let's take a walk, man. You know, look at.
Oh, Robert Townsend going here too, though. He signed
yeah.
Put his face there. That's Duke Ellington.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Let's take a walk, man.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Definitely. We got SWV right here. That's
the first album cover, right?
First album joint.
Remember that joint.
Another personal favorite. You know, I'm a huge Mobb Deep fan, so I had to put them on there, man. And look who called me the other day. They're like, yo, Peekaso, man, we got a Disco Dan here.
Oh, man.
We want to know where he can sign that. I'm like, man, some sign about Mobb Deep, man. I'm gonna put his image there. You know, this is legendary because like this guy hit up so many walls in the district, man. He's like, it's crazy, man. It's like that. I'm living to see him hit my wall up, man. It's an honor. You know, we got a Toya Luckett. We have Salt and Pepper. What is right here? Cypress Hill?
Yeah, insane in the brain, baby.
We got Lil Mo. We got Pablo Big. We got Big Boy, Eve. We got Ghetto Boys. Social Death. Gregory Porter. Wanda Sykes. We got Quest Love. Put the real pick in here.
Oh man, this is his pick?
Nah, I ain't gonna. I could lie. Yeah, Quest donate the pick.
But it looked like the pick, though.
Yeah. We got the homie Joe right here. DC's on Marvin Gaye. What's going on?
Man, this is my favorite I saw when I kind of came in, man.
I had to put him there. We you know, shout out to Mika Woods for the Howard Theater who actually opened up the gates for me to be here. She always throwing some fly events, so they hosted the Mayweather Canelo fight. So Mayweather signed it. He was like, yo, he said, we don't need his signature after this fight. He's not gonna be relevant. I would have still got his signature, but you know he didn't speak English, so his team didn't let him know to sign the wall. We got the homie Wale, DC's on. It's Billie Holiday. Rick Ross, I put him here because he was supposed to be here one day. I was just trying to be ahead of the game, but he didn't make it. Him or RG3, so they have yet to come here and sign their space. The homie Josh Morgan, man, here support of mine too. Shout out to Kevin Durant. You know, that's what I got on the foot today. You know, the KD boots. So I hope you appreciate that. There's another one, man. MC Light, legendary, man.
There she go.
That's my homie. Always show love. My mom's favorite. We got Marsha. We got Kelly Rowland. I just put Genuine up here 2 days ago. So you know, this Raheem right here. We got Loveland, place called Loveland. Got the King shirt on. You know, the Love King. Independent artist now, you know, please go support the movement.
I appreciate you.
Oh, nah, likewise, man.
I appreciate you. I've known you for years, and I mean, every time I see you, you're grinding. So definitely keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? And we both can shoot for the stars.
You already know, man.
I appreciate you, my G. Thank you, bro.
Love, right, man. That's it.
I just want a Peekaso in my casa, no my castle. I'm a hassa, no I'm an asshole. I'm never satisfied, cannot my hustle. I want a Rocco, no, I want a brothel, no, I want a